if you were able to drop in on the conversation that we had on the I Changed the Narrative podcast on yesterday concerning generational wealth, then you know the importance of shifting paradigms. You know the importance of um, changing the way we approach money and the need for our communities to build collective wealth and to build generational wealth. I'm here because this is the last day to register for the inaugural class that starts tomorrow for Legacy Wealth Academy in building generational wealth. This is a very comprehensive class. This class is built on the minds of some of the greatest finance performers over the last 75 years. This isn't simply me going off of my experiences. This is me interviewing people, studying people, asking questions, and learning and putting this thing together so that you understand. I have written curriculums for universities and tested those curriculums. So putting courses together is something that I've done. But I wanted to put something together that was real, that had a lasting impact, that was comprehensive and detailed enough that you felt confident when you finished this course, that you can go out and operate at a certain level of expertise. This isn't a flash course. Just let me give you an example. Here's the course syllabus. The course syllabus, it's a total of 7 sections. The first one is obviously about getting started, some of the things you can do almost immediately. I don't know if you can see it because of the, oh man, this white is not showing. Well, I almost got it there, but you can kind of see. But it's a total of 7 of these sections. The first section alone is going to open your mind up and put you in a situation where you will be transformed. And there are 7 sections. This is, like I said, comprehensive. It's going to take about a minimum of 18 months. Some people will finish it quicker. I designed it to be self-paced. You're not hurried. You can move at a pace that works for you. I know a lot of people are working. I know a lot of people have other things that they need to do, but this is something that everybody needs to have a handle on. You can't prosper consistently in the area of money and not understand how money works. Did you know that money and currency aren't the same? Do you understand how the wealthy consistently pass down their wealth? It may be a lot different than you believe. Do you understand how the wealthy put their place their wealth in a number of different places so that it can remain protected? I hear a lot of gossip going on because of the SVB collapse, the Silicon Valley Bank collapse, and um, the idea that some major people lost a billions of, and the idea that is the belief that millionaires have millions and millions sitting in bank accounts. And the truth of the matter is, most of that stuff is in harder assets, less liquid. But just understanding money. And again, I've had some pretty decent successes in my life, but the things I've learned over the last 7 or so years in putting this course together and just interviewing people and reaching out and getting licenses to share certain information. This is powerful. You're also going to have people come in that specialize in certain things like insurance annuities, like building and creating the right type of trust to protect your wealth while you're living and after you're gone. All of these things matter. So again, I'm really and truly hoping that you guys will take advantage of this. For today only, it's still at the promotional price of $9.97. Again, this is a master's level course. I can't see anybody that wants the syllabus can email me directly at ceo@rickwallacephd.link, and I will send you the syllabus because it's not showing up very well on the calendar. But this course is in depth. And it's not me giving my opinion. It's not me going on my minimal or limited idea of what I think I know. This is me talking to the people who are the people that the people talk to, literally. Studying the ones I couldn't reach and literally reaching some people that I didn't even think I would be able to. But that's another thing. Go after things. The only way you're going to ever get them is go after them. And these people were, that's the one thing I've learned about people with that are truly on their game. They love to talk about it. They're excited about sharing it. It's not, being in a certain place, and you guys know what I'm talking about. There's this place where you can get where people are doing pretty good, and you try to get them to put you on, and it's like they're protecting it with their life. Like if they put you on, they get off. That's not what happens when you start dealing with the people who are operating up here. They talk. Now, to get certain things, you may have to pay, but let me ask you something. One of the things that I am going to really try to convey to people now is the way that you want to get on in this world in any area, not just finance, in business, in social impact, and anything that matters to you, is to learn how to compress years into days. And how do you do that? You find people who have done all the trial and error, all of the bumping of the head, all of the hard lessons learned, and you learn from them. You shorten the curve, you reduce the amount of pain that you're going to go through in getting somewhere. If you can get there on your own, trust me, I've had to do it before, but I guarantee you that's not my choice. Sometimes it's just not there. What you're looking for isn't there, and you got to go out and figure it out because there's no other option, and I've done that. And there'll be times you'll have to journey. But when you can find somebody to shorten the curve and compress years into days by giving you what they know, sometimes you're going to have to pay for it. And there's nothing wrong with paying somebody for shortening your curve, for saying, hey, look, you took 10 years to learn this. I'm going to learn it in a year. I'm going to learn it in 18 months. Yes, I'm going to pay you because you've put in the time, energy, and effort. It's a value that I cannot ignore, or I can just do the 10-year trip myself. So I went out and I got these people to tell me about everything from trust to stock markets to hard assets to using insurance to leverage investments and so many other different things. Indexing, huge thing. One of the first things you got to do, one of the biggest decisions you're going to ever make in straightening out your finances is getting into compound interest, compound growth, learning how to use the leverage of compound growth. Anyway, this is the inaugural class starting this coming week. We're going to start classes every 2 weeks. We're going to give this class 2 weeks to get going, and then we'll launch another class. So if you missed the class, but the class will go to regular price starting tomorrow morning, which is $25.95, $2,595 for a master's level program. It's ridiculous, but that should help me recover and recoup the cost of the licensing and everything I had to get permission to put in this to this course to keep me from getting sued. Uh, that should cover that by a year from now. I should be straight on that. But I wanted it to happen. It was huge to me. But today, through the remainder of the weekend, I started this in the weekend. It's at the promotional price of $997, and that's an 18-month course, a full, basically 3 semesters minimum. Again, it's the equivalent to getting a master's. You're going to learn a lot, and there's a lot of required reading. There's a lot of gaining of understanding from everything, how to read financial statements, so that you know what companies perform and how they perform, different modes of investment from real estate to stocks to currency, across the board. All of these things are in there. And it's a step-by-step process for you to learn. You're going to learn the difference. One of the things that I tell people all the time, you're going to learn the psychology of finance and success and winning in the area of money and life. That's so important, because if you don't shift from the consumer mindset, you can learn all of this and it means nothing to you. It's foreign. You're going to have to shift from being a consumer to being an owner, to being an investor. And there's a the questions you ask yourself when you learn this stuff is completely different. It's not, do I like it, how it makes me feel. It's, how much does it cost me? How much can I gain? How much am I losing in this transaction? These are questions that are just normally a person, whether they're a billionaire or not, they're asking that question. How much do I stand to lose? One of the most common things I found, how much do I stand to lose? How much will it cost me? These are things that you're going to learn in this course. I'm excited about it because we have to start somewhere. The conversation we had on I Changed the Narrative yesterday, and I thank Guernica Williams, for inviting me and allowing me to share with the young man, John Cook, who I'm excited to work with. He's a young brother. He's just getting started on this journey, but he has a plan and he's got his family in mind, and he's teaching his sons. I think he said they were 11 and 6 or something like that, 11 and 6 or 11 and 4. And, you know, I'm excited about seeing a young Black man moving like that, because that's what we need. We think getting the six-figure income is getting the bag. No, being a person that can give people six incomes is getting the bag, because then we gain greater control, greater power, not over our lives, but the people that we want to empower. Again, this has been a labor in love for me. I'm excited about it. I've done course after course. And like I say, I've created courses that are accredited courses for accredited universities. But this one's mine. It's mine. Like I said, I've built these, more compact courses to help people go through radical change. It's what I do. But this isn't about just a radical change. This is about a complete shift in your paradigms concerning finance. And this course the first class, the inaugural class, starts tomorrow. The regular price of it is $2,595. Up until the end of the day, it's going to be $997. Everything, you're going to get everything that the person that's going to start paying $25.95. And I still think $25.95 is a fraction of what it could be charged. The average master's is going to run you $60,000. The cheapest master's I was able to find, I think, was the University of Phoenix, which is somewhere around 10.5, 10.9. And I guarantee you, what you're going to be able to do with this is going to earn you more than the average master's. I promise you that. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This requires a person who's focused on the long game. A person who's not only looking to build for themselves, but build for their progeny, their offspring, their biological legacy, and for the community and the future of our race. And so this is the long game. This is building and understanding that you've got to protect, you got to acquire assets, protect assets, reduce debt. And so I am encouraging you to take advantage of this. Tomorrow, the price goes to its regular price. I'm excited about it. Again, it's good when you do it for someone else, but when you're doing it and it's yours, and it's going to empower people, and you hang your hat on it. Again, the first half of my life was about me. It was about proving all that I could do, what I could do, how I could do it, and all of that. And the second half has been about my legacy. What am I leaving behind that will speak of me after I'm gone? Here's one more thing. And I'm excited about it. And I hope that you will get excited about it. There's no quick fix to money woes. There are some immediate decisions you can make that could start to change things very quickly. But the overall change to get to where we're talking about being is a process. Most people don't want to go through the process. Most people want a quick fix, and that's why we keep landing hard and ending up in last place. If we want to get out of last place, we've got to play the long game. And something we said on that discussion yesterday, and John initiated it, and I backed it up with something I've been saying for years. But the bottom line is, we're going to have to start thinking about the future of our progeny, our offspring, and not just ourselves, if we ever want to truly have our people where we are experiencing power. Because it may take a couple of generations of teaching this to get it going. And somebody has to be willing to be the one started. And that's one of the problems we have. Everybody wants their pat on the back. Everybody wants their gratification now. Very few people are willing to say, I may not get much out of this, but if my grandkids live a better life because of a decision I'm making now, it's worth it to me. We've got to move in that vein. And that's what I'm hoping that I can challenge you guys to do. So on that note, look, I'm gonna get ready to get off of here and get back to what I'm doing to make sure everything's ready to launch and on tomorrow. Hope to be hearing that some of you guys have registered and taken advantage of this opportunity to get it at 60 something percent off. I think it's 68% off. So take advantage of it. Look, also I'm going to put the link in there for it's right here somewhere. So much going on. Book number 25. I'm releasing book number 26 now, but this is book number 25, The War on Black Wealth. Breaking the code of generational wealth. And this is just a pinch into what we're facing, but also some of the solutions that you're going to find in the course is in the book, not as in depth, but definitely it gives you some insight into what can be done. I'm serious about this. This has to be a focus. This has to be a focus. So on that note, I'm getting ready to get out of here. You guys take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll talk soon.